Good evening and welcome. It's an honor to have you all here this evening. Before I begin, I'd like to express my gratitude, to the individuals who made tonight possible. Julie Cohen, Alyssa Meneged, Danielle Mandalawi, Lisa Elo, and Raquel Franco. And of course, our staff, all of our volunteers, and our board. Your tireless efforts and unwavering support made SBH what it is today. Tonight is a celebration of our volunteers. Being an SBH volunteer is not just something that we do. It's a way of life. It's a defining characteristic, a passion, a life's work. As volunteers, we help families in need, but we also gain unexpected benefits. We become better listeners, more empathetic to those around us, including our spouses, children, parents, and friends. Volunteering provides us with a unique perspective and awareness of the needs of others, which ultimately makes us better people. I believe, at our core, we are born with an inherent desire to do chesed, whether it's holding the door open for someone, providing business advice, or simply being there for a friend in need. These small acts make us feel good about ourselves. Being a part of SBH amplifies these feelings even more. If you're already a volunteer, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I encourage you to join us, as we need you, and you will quickly realize that you need SBH as well. You are all an integral part of what makes SBH shine. Our organization is built on a model of highly trained and caring staff, working in partnership with passionate volunteers. Our mandate at SBH is to meet our clients wherever they are, offering them a helping hand, a warm smile, and a friendly embrace. Over the past year, I have seen countless volunteers make personal sacrifices that have helped our brothers and sisters in countless and unexpected ways. I thank each and every one of you for your contributions, both big and small, as they have profound impact on those that we serve. In closing, I'd like to express my heartfelt appreciation for the dedication and commitment of our volunteers. You are the lifeblood of our organization, and we simply could not do what we do without you. Let's continue to work together to make the world a better place, one kind act at a time. Thank you. I would now like to turn the podium over to Charles Antiphy, who needs really no introduction.
Thank you, David. So tonight is really one part appreciation and one part motivation. The appreciation piece is pretty obvious. As David mentioned, the volunteers are what makes SBH work. It's the secret sauce. It's the thing that we have that just about every other organization that I know of is envious of. It's what makes SBH work and what makes SBH so unique and so valuable to our community and to the people in need. But the inspiration piece is what I think makes tonight really special. One of the most special nights of the year. See, the truth is, every single person in this room has something unique and special to offer, has something that makes them, that they can share with somebody else and turn that into something really meaningful and really important, not only for the person they're helping, but for themselves. Our first awardee of the night is a perfect example. At first glance, he would seem to be just this amazingly gregarious and outgoing individual who always seems to have a smile on his face and know exactly the right thing to say. But he's also incredibly driven and incredibly passionate about helping others. He figured out a way to take a very small little book with a couple of pictures and turn it into something that raised over $75,000 for Bikor Cholim this year. But on top of that, it's also a beautiful way for us to continue our legacy, to share with our children the values of chesed and kindness that we hold so dear. And we've distributed thousands of the coloring book that he was such an integral part of making happen. It seems like something really simple. It's really something very, very beautiful. It's my privilege to present this year's Development Award to Mr. Albert Beta. Albert, and the award says, with sincere appreciation for your outstanding dedication to the success of the SBH Coloring Book initiatives. You inspire us with your warmth, energy, and tireless commitment to helping those in need through your unparalleled fundraising efforts. You have given each child with a crayon or marker the opportunity to take part in a chesed project that lays the foundation for future leaders like you. May you always merit in the gift of giving. And thank you to his wife for getting him here under totally false pretenses.
Albert.
It's now my pleasure to call on the chairs of our New Jersey division and board members of SBH, Lori Mizrahi and Morris Braha. Just Lori.
Hi, everyone. Welcome tonight. On behalf of SBH and the Jersey branch, it is my honor and pleasure to present this next award to someone who is near and dear to me. Everything she takes on, she puts with her whole self into it, and doesn't stop until it gets done, and always with an expert flair. Whether it's making sure our Jersey food pantry is well stocked, or brainstorming new ideas and finding ways to teach our children to bring chesed into their lives by raising money or volunteering. She is always there for everyone and always the first to step up. She's a leader amongst her family and friends. This award is presented to Brenda Anteby, specifically for the amazing and incredible job and work put into our Destination Deal event. With your warm hospitality, creative ideas, and endless devotion, you, along with your incredible committee, have brought up the level of this event and literally more than doubled it from past years. Destination Deal was an incredible day hosted in memory of Brenda's grandfather, my father, Mr. Charlie Sacker, who led by example, and Brenda certainly is following in his footsteps. Not only did Brenda host last year's event, she did not hesitate and doubled down right away and insisted that this year's Destination Deal be again hosted in her home. I just spent the hour driving in with her from Deal, and from beginning to end, every phone call was spent worrying about the details of the event. I'm very proud to call you my niece and friend. It is my honor to call up Mrs. Brenda Anteby. With sincere appreciation for your extraordinary leadership in overseeing the Destination Deal event, your impeccable taste, attention to detail, and tireless efforts resulted in a beautiful and meaningful day for hundreds of attendees. You inspire all who know you with your dedication to chesed and your ability to exceed even the highest of expectations. May you always be a source of pride, joy, and blessing to your family. May you always merit in the gift of giving. You're supposed to hold it.
For the record, I thought I was coming from my husband.
Many people typically associate SBH with helping the poor and those in need. And that is a huge part of what SBH does. But more and more each and every day, the services that SBH provides impact everybody in the community. rich and poor, young and old. That area is no more prevalent than in the area of mental health. There wasn't a time very long ago when if you asked anybody in the community, they would tell you there were no mental health issues. Obviously, that's definitely not the case. It's my privilege to call upon the director of our mental health resource, Susan Shamul, and the director of our mental health resource division, Rena Asher, and our board member, Danielle Mandalello.
If you call, you have to come.
Before we read the plaque, I just wanted to say one thing. I am new to MHR, and it's very interesting having a volunteer for mental health. It's not always, what are we going to have them do? You can't sit in on counseling sessions. You can't. It was an interesting. It was interesting to find how we could use our volunteers. But regardless, whatever event we had, whatever program we had, whatever we would post in the chat, we need volunteers, we need help. There was one person who answered every single time, was the first person to answer in the chat, the first person to say, I'm here, what do you need? And
We want to present this award to Allegra Mamie. I know you're going to carry him with me. No, Chucky can't get every award, sorry. The plaque reads, Allegra Mamie, with deepest thanks for your unending generosity of time, heart, and efforts in all of your SBH endeavors. Your dedication towards the community's needs has made you an integral member of our team. Your genuine nature and caring heart shine through to all who are lucky enough to learn from you and work alongside you. May you and your family always be the recipients of Hashem's abundant blessings.
At the core of what SBH does and has always done is helping families in crisis. More and more, those are looking very different than they have in the past. Different challenges, different situations, different skills needed to address the needs of those families coming to SBH. We are blessed with an incredible staff of professionals who make it their life's work to help families go from dependency to independency. And it's my privilege to call upon the Assistant Director of that division, Shoshana Albala.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little short. Hi. Mostly everybody knows what Client Division does and the amazing, incredible work that we do and that we have the privilege of doing. Tonight, I would actually like to present the award to someone who has devoted an immense amount of time in the past year or two, I would say, totally on his own, separate from his job, devoting nights, daytime hours, which I don't know how he has so many hours in a day. He's got to tell me a secret. But the Entitlements Division is a huge part of our Client Division and also what SBH does as a whole. They've serviced not just the community at large, but many family members of everybody sitting in this room. So for that, tonight I would like to present the award to Charles Chapin. I don't think he was expecting it. And the award reads, with sincerest appreciation for your genuine and constant devotion to assisting community members in need, hundreds have benefited from your advocacy, empowerment, and support in obtaining vital benefits. You have gone above and beyond in your generosity of time and resources and done so wholeheartedly and tirelessly. May you and yours be abundantly blessed. Hold up your.
The unfortunate reality of life is that crises happen. Tragedies happen. Challenging situations arise where the need for trained individuals, caring and loving individuals from our community that could be there at a time of utmost need is incredibly important. The crisis team at SBH serves that need for families throughout the year facing unimaginable challenges. And that crisis team is headed by two incredible individuals. It's my pleasure to call up Rochelle Mansour and Simone Esses.
So as Charles said, crises happen, and the definition of the word is that it's unexpected. And therefore, our team is called at any time of day, including any time of night. And our team is very devoted in that way, similar to Hatzalah, when they're called at any time of day or night, and they just get up and run. We like to say that Hatzalah, that the Hatzalah that we know is for the body, and our crisis team is Hatzalah for the mind. We're very blessed to have one team member who is actually part of Hatzalah for the body and at the same time Hatzalah for the mind. He is a very, very quiet, humble, special person that in a million years never expected this to happen tonight. You should just know that this morning, 7:30 a.m., we got a call, and in a minute, I'll be there, I'll pick you up, I'm on my way. The first one always to respond. And his name is Alan Safdie.
It's my privilege as his aunt, and I spent the entire day with him in NYU. He had no idea, to give him the award. With genuine appreciation for your long-standing commitment to the crisis intervention team. As a respected and reliable member of our team, you have been compassionate, calm, humble in the most difficult of circumstances. Your love of Hesed shines even in the darkest moments and has impacted countless community members. May you always go from strength to strength in all that you endeavor.
Somebody has to explain to me how to do this without notes. I just have a hard time with this. Our next award is for the prestigious Mickey Carey Alav Shalom Award. Mickey was a selfless giver, always had a smile on his face, and truly wanted people to be happy. I remember him distinctly teaching me my bar mitzvah part. After every session, he would challenge me to a basketball game in my backyard, and he always beat me. The funny thing is, I thought he only played ball with me. What I found out is he played ball with all the bar mitzvah boys, and it was really amazing. Our awardee for tonight is an honorary board member. After serving his full 20 years on the board, he wanted more, and we needed more. He graciously agreed to be one of our select few honorary board members. He adds a value at every board meeting. and at so many levels in our organization. As we all know, fundraising is a difficult job. This individual is always up to the challenge, knows the backstory, and knows how best to approach the donor. And he does it with humility, class, and grace. Truly working L'Shem Shamayim. As if this is not enough, this individual sits in virtually every allocation meeting, lending fatherly advice and guidance with a soft and gentle touch that both teaches our captains and social workers how to reach and dig deeper to help find creative solutions for our clients. His wisdom and compassion have helped to put countless families back on their feet. Eli Harari does this all in a humble and unassuming way. He leads by example. His steadfast commitment to Torah values, our community, and SBH make him the perfect candidate to receive this most prestigious award. Eli?
Really nailed me.
I have to read this, right? Okay. With sincerest appreciation for your boundless compassion for those in need, as a leader in this vital organization, you bring the highest level of commitment to each of your many endeavors, whether it's spearheading our fundraising or creating a roadmap for helping a family achieve independence. Like Mickey, you have made Chesed your life's mission, seeking nothing in return. You rise to every challenge with eagerness, resilience, and humility, quietly working behind the scenes to change countless community lives for the better. May Hashem bless you with health, happiness, and performing cancer.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You guys are nuts. I came to Sammy's son. I promise. They told me Sammy Sutton was being honored. So, I have to tell you, I really have tears in my eyes at the kind words that you've really given me. The truth of the matter is, I learned a lot from your father. The tremendous people who we work with on a daily basis, the social workers, the volunteers, everybody who walks through the doors of this building is a very special person. They all give of themselves to the utmost degree that they can. And it's something that we as a family are very appreciative of. I'm blessed to have a beautiful family who dedicate themselves to the community in many different ways, on Hatzalah and other things. The truth of the matter is, I can never thank everybody enough for allowing me to come to the meetings. So with that, I thank you for allowing me to participate. I thank my wife for allowing me to go out of the house and come back. And really, you really guys got me out there.
All the way from Florida.
You did this once before.
Thank you.
Charles, you want to get one?
Charles, please. Jack.
No,
No, Jack.
this is ridiculous. Really, thank you very much.
In case you may not have noticed, there's a bit of a trend this evening. Most of the people that are here to receive awards have absolutely no idea that they're here to receive awards, and their reactions are part of what makes this such a very special night. One of our newest divisions, and the one in many respects I think many of us are most proud of, is our senior division. Not only does it take care of our seniors each and every day, it provides an incredibly valuable resource to those of us who have the responsibility of taking care of parents and grandparents and making sure that they have everything that they need, and that we are able to express our appreciation to them for all that they've given us. It's my pleasure to call up the chair of our senior division and our director, Michelle Levy and Victoria Sutton.
So we're so honored tonight to be able to present this award to a very special volunteer as the SBH Senior Division and now SBH Connect, which is our daily on-site programming for seniors. We have a lot of volunteers walk through the doors, and you're not supposed to have favorites. They say it's like children, but sometimes you do. Just don't tell them. But we're so honored to present this to one of our most beloved instructors, Natalie Greenberg, who comes every week to give art history lectures to our seniors, transporting them from the building all over the world. Natalie, please come up. We know you. Thank you. With sincerest gratitude for your unwavering commitment to the community seniors, you give of yourself with your whole heart, with your brilliant lessons on art, history, and life, whisking us away to the Louvre and the Italian Renaissance. You have enriched the lives of countless community matriarchs and patriarchs and made an invaluable contribution to our mission. May you continue your many acts of chesed and be blessed for all that you do.
Thank you. So well deserved. Thank you.
There are board members, whenever you need their help, they're there. So when I turned to Michelle and said, I need your help for a minute, she obviously said, I'm in. Our senior program did not create itself. It was the vision of one very special individual who has made it her life's work over the last 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, to make the senior program what it is. It's my privilege to call upon our immediate past president, Mr. Jack Aney, to present our next award. No, still
I wrote this down, but you're not going to hear it. Hello? I'm honored to present the Margaret Michon Aleva Shalom Commitment to Community Service Award. Before I do so, need new mics. Before I do so, we should get new batteries. Now, I should note that SBH is an organization that's really built on volunteers. It's built on their commitment, it's built on their work, it's built on their passion. And to award someone with this award means that they went so far above and beyond what's expected of a volunteer. So this award is really to recognize somebody who we couldn't go by another year without really formally recognizing her work. Somebody that gave so much of her work. And boy, did we pick the right person. The recipient is someone who's been at SBH for many years. She started by inspiring our younger volunteers in achieving their goals, and now I can say in marathon and other things, and soon was tasked with joining the board and taking on more responsibilities, and then more again. She chaired various committees, she led the senior division, and she brought tremendous success to everything she touched. Her Midas touch did not consist of miraculously turning things into gold. She did it by hard work and real commitment. In fact, after joining the board and while serving as a vice president, you see why I had to write it down? There's so much of it. While serving as vice president of the organization, she pursued a master's degree in nonprofit management at Columbia University. This is someone who doesn't take her responsibilities lightly. She will not rest until she becomes the absolute best at everything she does, and she sure is the absolute best. Congratulations to our true dynamo, to the person whose energy fuels this entire organization, who inspires all of us to be better volunteers, to my confidant, who I shared everything since the first day I stepped into this organization until tonight, and the one and only, Michelle Levy.
Take without us. Want to read it?
Yeah. You'll read it. My eyes are gone.
I know. Somewhere, Michael. With profound gratitude for your longtime commitment and exemplary devotion to the SBH mission, as Vice President, pioneer, and chair of countless initiatives, you bring your signature determination, spunk, and love for Chesed to all that you do. Like Margaret, you run from the limelight and bring a passion to your efforts that is incomparable. You have the unique ability to strategize as a leader while still remaining humbly and enthusiastically invested in the day-to-day work. May you continue to be a source of pride to your family and to our SBH family for many years to come. Congratulations.
Okay, I am extremely surprised and honored, and I just want to say that really it's a privilege for me to work here, because I definitely have gotten so much more than I gave. I've worked with the most unbelievable people, and it's so gratifying. And I just have to really thank Charles Anteby for tapping me on the shoulder 12 years ago to be a trainer at Disney. One thing led to the other. And I'd like to thank Lee Cohen for putting me on the board and working with Jack Aney and now David Beta. And it really, like I said, is a privilege, and thank you for.
He's still talking to me.
Back to my seat. I'm gonna sit back here. Thank you.
So very often, food is the entryway for families that need help. They come to SBH telling us that they need food, and they do. But in most cases, I would say almost all cases, there's so much more that they need. And food is just the first step in our being able to help them. I'd like to call again Lauren Hakeem, the director of our Jersey division, to present our next speaker.
Make a big to-do as I come up. This one's working. Okay, tonight it is my honor to present this award to an outstanding volunteer who has made a significant impact on the lives of many of the families that rely on the Sarah Sutton Aleha Shalom Jersey Food Pantry. This volunteer has taken it upon herself to feed those in need, and she has done so with great dedication and passion. That volunteer is Jacqueline Mussery. A little over a year ago, Jacqueline came to us wanting to start up a program called Family Plus One, a coordinated effort of volunteer chefs and youth drivers that fill the pantry with a steady stream of delicious home-cooked meals. She created a network of 30 chefs and 20 youth drivers and oversees the collection of 60 to 70 home-cooked meals each week. It is a beautiful thing to take on the mitzvah of cooking a meal for a family, but Jacqueline took it to the next level. Family Plus One engages multiple community members in this mitzvah and generates more opportunities for people to give back and broaden the reach of the program. The impact of this cannot be overstated. This is a message from one of our clients. To the wonderful women who cook the meals for SBH, I cannot thank you enough for the time and effort you put into making the delicious meals I pick up each week. I'm a single guy who lives alone and was spoiled by my mom, Aleha Shalom, with her amazing cooking. I know she's looking down and smiling that the Friday night tradition is still continuing for me. Another shopper had tears in her eyes as these meals have been life-changing for her, nutritionally speaking, a sentiment that speaks to the heart of what this program is all about, providing nutritious and delicious meals to those who are struggling to make ends meet. In a world where it's easy to become cynical and disheartened by the challenges we face, it is refreshing to see the light of hope that shines through the actions of volunteering. Jacqueline embodies the best of what it means to be a volunteer, to give of oneself to help others and to inspire others to do the same. We honor Jacqueline today, and we know that many will be inspired by her example to make a difference in our community and brighten the lives of those in need. Jacqueline, wow. Okay. I printed it out so that I could read it. Okay.
My glasses?
Okay, good. With heartfelt gratitude for your unparalleled leadership in the Family Plus One program, your love for Chesed shows in all that you do for others on a weekly basis, coordinating meals, chefs, and volunteers to feed countless families in need each week. We thank you on behalf of our many appreciative clients who find the meals to be life-changing. May your cup overflow with abundant blessings.
Ready? 1, 2. Thank you. Yeah. Where's my mom?
Somebody with license plate KMM1111, if you could please move your car, you're blocking an employee that needs. You ready? Please. Many people don't know about the division that SBH has in Manhattan. There is a vibrant and growing community in Manhattan that needs many of the services that SBH provides. Not some of the typical ones that you would think of, but many of the newer and more important services that impact the entire community. We are lucky to have a returning director from our Manhattan branch that left us for maternity leave, but thankfully is back, and our director of volunteers, Sharon Batesh and Lisa. We like to surprise the presenters too.
Hi everyone. On behalf of the Food Division and the Manhattan branch, I'm so excited to give this award to two very, very special people, Jenny Chira and Grace Diane. From the launch of our Manhattan branch, Jenny and Grace have gone above and beyond too many times to count. They're both leaders in the most humble way, and they deserve so much to be recognized for all that they do, especially with the latest cooking program, where all the cool kids of the Upper East Side come together to cook more than 800 meals weekly. The impact you guys make is so inspiring. So from the bottom of our heart, I feel so grateful and so blessed to have you both on our team. We love you and can't thank you enough.
We are having a roundtable meeting.
Grace,
with sincere appreciation for the pioneering of an incredible program which has resulted in thousands of meals for those in need. Your resourcefulness, creativity, and tireless dedication feeds hundreds of families each week. This initiative has solidified your reputation as a beautiful role model for our organization and the hundreds of volunteers you inspire each week. May your cup overflow with abundant blessings.
With heartfelt appreciation for your extraordinary efforts on behalf of the SBH Manhattan branch. As a captain and volunteer, you have given your time, talent, and energy towards inspiring others to give back by always being so quick to jump in and give of yourself. You continue to astound us with your involvement in cooking countless meals and impacting thousands in return. May you always bring joy to your family and community.
You want to move to the back?
Come here.
Bring out your form and I'll spread it. Check. Okay, 1, 2. And then one with the husband. There you go.
Where'd Jack go? We lost Jack. Take your time, Jack. What's the rush?
Come, Melissa.
Hand this one.
As I'm sure you can imagine, managing the staff here at SBH is no simple task. We're all very strong-minded, very idealistic. We can sometimes be incredibly stubborn, and we're very, very much committed to the work that we do, which means all of us, every single one of us, thinks that our job is the most important job at SBH, and our program is by far the most important program that SBH does. And if you look around the room, you can see all of our directors nodding in agreement. Managing this eclectic group of passionate people is no simple task, while also dealing with an incredibly passionate and dedicated board and keeping all of this together on a daily and hourly basis. We are blessed to have an incredible executive director who not only keeps us all in check, but brings out the best in each and every one of us. We are very, very lucky to have him, our executive director, Nathan Kresnowski.
Thank you, Charles. So this award was named after my predecessor, Doug Vallon. And when I choose the awardee every year, I try to look at Doug and the example that he set, leading our organization for decades. And one of the things that really stands out about Doug is his humility, always letting others take the credit for the work that he's done. And like Doug, this honoree also exemplifies that. Like Doug, this honoree is very beloved in this organization. We open up the nominations to let the staff nominate, let board members nominate. This honoree, like Doug, was so beloved, she received by far the most nominations. And like Victoria said, everyone has a favorite but doesn't let them know. She is my favorite. It's kind of hard to hide that when I'm choosing to give her the award. The award this year will be going to Rhonda Shabbat. Now sit down, I'm afraid you're going to hit me. Let me go. So as I was trying to write this speech and list all the attributes, I realized, people have the Knicks game still to go home to, and I didn't want to write all of them down. I decided to stick to 6, Rhonda, and match it to the 6 letters of her name. So like Rhonda is extremely reliable. As a staff member, what you want as a supervisor is to know if you hand a project to someone, you don't have to check in a week later, sometimes 2 weeks later, and 3 times and 4 times. With Rhonda, you ask her to take on a project. She's the most reliable person I know in this organization, and you know it'll be completed. H, she's the most honest and honorable employee that we have. When I first started roughly 6 years ago, we were receiving an audit. And to this day, I still get a call before every audit, before every question from an insurance provider, just making sure she's saying the honest thing. She doesn't ever want to say anything a little bit off the cuff. She never sketches anyone. She's the most honest and honorable person in this organization. Now for O, I can go 2 ways, okay? So I was thinking to go with outspoken. And when we had COVID, I was working remote a lot, and my wife's a teacher, was working remote. And after I'd finished my supervision with Rhonda, my wife would ask me, who's yelling at you? She's like, is it Fortune Faham? I'm like, who is it? Sorry, Fortune. It's like, no, it's not Fortune, it's Rhonda. And she's not yelling at me. She's yelling because when she believes in something, she stands up for it. It doesn't matter if I'm her boss or whoever there is that she's standing in front of, she will make sure to speak the truth. But the real O, I think, is her organization. And to run a counseling center with all the regulations of OMH, the federal regulations, to be that organized and run a real tight ship, you know, it really takes a special person. And for nurturing. She has roughly 40 therapists, and through the last 6 years, has had many more. And with all due respect to therapists, they do need a lot of nurturing. They do the nurturing themselves every day, but when they're the ones taking in a lot of that information and taking in a lot of people's pain, they need someone to turn to who cares for them. And Rhonda's one of the most nurturing people, always there for her therapist, and it's really something to look up to. D for dedicated. There's no one more dedicated to our mission, to this community, to this organization. Through COVID, I cannot tell you the types of hours that she worked, and I think sometimes we question, why are we giving a staff award on a volunteer appreciation award night? And the truth is, because the hours that Rhonda puts, the dedication that she puts in, is not the 30 hours a week that she's contracted. The 60 hours that she puts in a week, 30 is for her staff time, and I think 30 is for her dedication to volunteerism, and we really, really appreciate it. And last, for the A, is adaptable. In this field, in mental health, and generally in 2023, you need to be able to adapt to change. And Rhonda's been with us for more than 10 years. We've seen different counseling center directors, different directors of mental health, and the one steady is always Rhonda. And Rhonda's always had the ability not only to adapt for herself, but to also look to her staff members and help get them to be as adaptable as we need. So, Rhonda, I couldn't present this to a more reliable, honest, honorable, outspoken, organized, nurturing, and dedicated, adaptable employee. I'd like to call up my predecessor, Doug Ballin, to help present the award. Doug, it's not just because I love you, but I promised Rhonda I would never hand her the award, so you're going to be the one actually giving her the award.
This is a little bit of a long plaque, so you'll bear with me. With heartfelt appreciation for your exemplary commitment to our organization, our community, it has been a true privilege to have you at the helm of the Counseling Center, ensuring every community member in need of mental health services gets the care they deserve. You have been a steady rock amongst challenges and respected teacher amongst therapists and peers. You work tirelessly, humbly, and compassionately, always going above and beyond the call of duty. The impact you have made on the past, present, and future of our community is immeasurable. We admire you, we thank you, and we hope you and yours are eternally blessed. My pleasure.
By the way, you got me.
I know.
Rhonda, congratulations from all of your co-staff members. It's often said that the most important thing that SBH could do is find a person a job. The impact it has on that individual to give them back the power to take care of their family, and the impact it has on the entire family to be back on solid ground and to have a future is immeasurable. To present our Career Division Award, it's my privilege to call upon our Director, Rita Shabbat, and Mark Hazen, and Michael Watt.
Hi. It's an honor to be here tonight presenting this volunteer award to an exceptional individual who has really taken the reins of the Young Professionals program. I was asked about a year ago to find somebody to take over the leadership position for this program, which is not an easy task to begin with, and especially for somebody like me who likes to do everything themselves. But as I was going through the candidates, one person kept coming up as the obvious decision. It's my pleasure to congratulate Charles Chicalo for his outstanding work, his dedication to the Young Professionals program. Thank you, Charles, for all that you have done to make this program a success. Congratulations on this well-deserved program.
Yeah, I can see. I'm older than you. To Charles, with profound gratitude for your generous commitment of time, talents, and resources towards the community's aspiring young professionals. We admire and appreciate your passion for guiding young adults into successful career paths and giving them an opportunity to grow, learn, and network. Your efforts will have a direct and lasting impact on the community at large. May you always be blessed to give of yourself. Family is here also. Come on up.
Come on, smile, Vita.
Okay, I'll smile. Wait, his family's here. Were you surprised? Where's Sophia? Sophia? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. We'll just move back, David. Move back.
Like a wedding.
Oh, move back. We don't need it. Thank you. You want to say?
I got a second. I was a little surprised, and the way I got started here was I was effectively not employed, and I had an idea, I wanted to execute it, and I was looking for a place to do it. SBH gave me that place, and as recently as last night, somebody had an idea. I had the chance to have that idea manifest itself into an idea that eventually turned into something that went well into 11 o'clock. I think 20 hours ago, right here. There were so many people we were able to empower, and I'm just humbled by the ability to give that back to somebody, not once, but many times. I hope to do it more, I hope to do it again. I cannot say that I'd be here without Sophia. Hi, thank you so much. And guys, I'm usually good at public speaking, but this was a little off the cuff. So thank you again, and I hope to do more. Thanks.
One can only imagine the anguish that a young couple goes through when struggling with an issue of fertility. It's something, as a grandparent, you don't ever want to think of. The newest division of SBH took on exactly this challenge. And in a very short amount of time, we've been able to celebrate over 120 births to those families. It's pretty incredible. My pleasure to call on the director of our fertility division, Lillian Estes.
And this is Naomi. So the person we are giving this award to isn't really so surprised anymore, but I'm going to read it anyway. Over 600 community members have reached out in the last 4 years as we hold their hand through infertility, pregnancy loss, and postpartum issues. Our volunteers are the backbone of every single accomplishment, from breaking down the stigma to wiping away tears of immense sadness and overwhelming joy. Tonight, we are honored to recognize the unparalleled efforts of one volunteer who has gone above and beyond since we first began formulating this division, and has had a hand in every single program since then. We are excited to give this year's award to Laura Cavasso. Laura, you are so deserving of this award. As a peer who speaks 101 with someone in need, or as a guest on our Instagram Live, where you impacted thousands, you do it all with sincerity and heart. You have been involved with every committee, but this past summer's event, you were the star behind the scenes of an epic evening for our cause. We cannot thank you enough, and we're excited for what's to come.
With profound gratitude for your unwavering dedication to SBH fertility, you inspire us with your unending talents, always willing to give your time and support to countless projects and individuals. Since inception, your commitment to this holy endeavor has been instrumental to its success, helping to break down barriers, lift up countless couples in need, and lay the foundation for future generations. May Hashem's blessings to you and yours be as boundless as our appreciation.
Thank you, everybody, for your patience and for hanging in. We only have a couple of more awards. It's my pleasure to call on the newest member of our staff, the director of our medical division, Eitan Walls, and our medical division chair, Michael Watt. And Simi Bassi.
Okay. A lot of times, first of all, I'm honored to join this new committee. It's brand new, and for me, I'm joining a rock team of Max Midrahi and Simi Balciano and Bridget Beta. These guys are rock stars. They're doing this for the last few years, and they really take me to the next level. I'm blessed to have Eitan with us, who has stepped it up. And the initiative that we took upon is going to every hospital in the community that are out there, and we're trying to find out and connect to try to make sure when people go to the hospital, how to help them and expedite their care. Right now, our closest hospital and the best hospital that we have around us is Maimonides Hospital. And we have two individuals that are here today, Kevin and Dia. They're both here. When you give charity, sometimes want to give it anonymously. But when you go to the hospital, you want to be anything but anonymous. These guys make sure that the care that people need to get when they go to the ER is there. When I call them Thursday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday, Shabbat morning, because somebody's rushed to the hospital, these guys are there 24/7, and not only there, they're making sure that the client is cared to and tended to. There's no more waiting in the ER. There's no more wondering what the doctor's going to say. They have a full team available 24/7 to text. I just got another text. I'm going to talk to you guys about in a few minutes. But it's amazing how they're available all the time, and there's not even a question, am I bothering them at 2 in the morning? They're there. So we want to present the award. Who has it?
Kevin, Dia, thank you so much for your commitment to our community and to our clients. With profound gratitude for your unwavering dedication to the community members under the care of Maimonides Medical Center. You have proven time and again to provide exceptional service, unparalleled response, and sincere commitment to the well-being of those in need. We thank you for your vital services and look forward to continuing this valued relationship. May you always be blessed to give of yourselves.
Max, come on. Simi.
And now, yeah.
two.
One of the things SBH is most proud of is the preventive work that we do. When we can help a child at the earliest stage of their school career overcome an obstacle, get the help that they need, succeed in school, it very often is the best preventive medicine that we can provide. And that happens each and every day for hundreds of community children. And we make sure they get the help they need because of two very special individuals. The director of our search division, Miriam Barry. I want to make sure I get the title correct, Sarah. The associate advocate and programming coordinator, Sari Tao.
And Laura, I'm bringing up Laura Mita as well. So sometimes the most amazing volunteer just comes along and you had no idea they were there and you had no idea what they could do, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's happening. The person we're honoring tonight has done an amazing job at improving and enhancing access and delivery of services, making sure people know about search, educational programming, expanding to Deal. We expanded to Deal this year. We started Instagram. And this person pretty much drove it all. And I know I told you to put on makeup because you were going to come up because you're my chairperson, but we at SBH and Search were so blessed to get a new chairperson, and that is Barbara Sutton. And I'm so happy to see your grandma, Barbara, who I know for a very long time. And wow, this girl's amazing. Okay. We are so blessed. And they said, are you sure you want to honor your chair? And I said, oh my gosh, you became our chairperson. You ran with it. I cannot keep up. I'm catching my breath. Wait, I'm coming. We're going to do it. And I would like to read this award. With deepest gratitude for your dedication to Search and the children of our community, we have quickly come to rely on your energy, creativity, and tireless efforts in the pursuit of expanding our reach and impact. Your drive has put us on the map, giving countless families the opportunity to learn and parent with pride and empowerment. As your presence has been a blessing to us, may Hashem bestow His blessings upon you and your family. Thank you so much for being our chairperson. Nobody deserves it more, kiddo.
This picture now.
Yes, now we're going to take the picture.
Come on. Okay. In the middle.
Yeah. Can we get the, yeah, okay, can we get the family?
No, stand here. Okay. Thank you. One, two. Come on, yes.
Yeah, can we get some?
Little. Nice. Good job. One, two. We need one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down. No, hold it. No, hold it.
Yeah, hold it up.
Hold it up. What's he gonna do? I have to run and then hold it.
Thank you. You're welcome. You deserve it, kiddo.
So before I call up the final presenters of the evening, I think it's become pretty obvious that there is so much more to SBH than what most people know or appreciate. We really truly impact every single member of the community almost on a daily basis. The other thing that I think is really an incredibly beautiful legacy of SBH as we begin the celebration of the 50th year of SBH is the generational blessing that we have of having children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren following in their families' footsteps and volunteering here in SBH. This award night is but one half of the overall award night program that SBH does. There is a very, very special program during the summer where we just take the same hour and a half to honor our youth volunteers for the incredible work that they do. It's amazing to watch the parents of people who are involved in SBH watching their children receive awards. So I invite you all to please join us and attend that very special ceremony as well. I guess it's appropriate that this is the final award of the night. You've heard over and over again that volunteers is what makes SBH run. It's what makes SBH SBH. And the final award of the night will be presented to our Volunteer of the Year by our Volunteer Director, Julie Cohen, Associate Director, Alyssa Menedjet, and our chairs, Lisa Eel and Danielle. Keep shaking her head. Danielle.
Hi everyone. Cheryl Ashkenazi. No. 1 minute. What can we say about Cheryl Ashkenazi? Every day we send blasts out to different lists. We have about, I'm not exaggerating, at least 20 to 30 different text blast lists that we have. And volunteers come in and they check themselves off for 1, for 5, for 7. Anything we blast, anything. It could be to deliver a meal, it could be to take someone to a doctor appointment, it could be to help at an event, anything. The list goes on. Cheryl answers. Cheryl answers. She wants to help. She will literally, she's done this before, leave her card game so that she can take someone to an appointment. And just what we put her through, we exhaust her, and she keeps coming back for more. And just, there's something so special about this Sadeket, because nothing scares her away, no one scares her away. Even when something goes wrong, me and Alyssa look at each other and we go, thank God it was just Cheryl. It's fine. Oh, thank God it was Cheryl, because we know she's a volunteer, star volunteer. She's going to come back, We didn't lose her. So, Cheryl, that's just a snippet of, you really do everything for us, and we love you, and we appreciate you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts on behalf of the Volunteer Division and SBH as a whole. Thank you, Cheryl.
With heartfelt appreciation for your genuine desire to give and do, our enthusiasm for chesed is infectious. You are always looking for more opportunities with no task too big or too small for your compassionate, proactive, and reliable nature. Your generosity and goodness exemplify the best of our SBH volunteers. We admire you, we thank you, and we hope you are forever blessed.
And
then we'll go out. And we'll go out.
So another place to babysit for us.
Let me see that award. Perfect. Let me try One, two.
They weren't coming. You didn't walk in the door until 8:50.
So my son Jason's going to close the evening.
want to congratulate all of our award winners and their respective families for sharing your loved ones with our SBH family. You embody all that makes our community the finest in the world. May Hashem continue to give you the strength and resolve to continue in the ways of Chesed.
Thank you, everybody. It was a wonderful night. Congratulations to all. Thank you.